Oh my god, this is insane. Hey, how's it going everyone, and welcome back to another video. So today guys, we're going to be playing a game that I've actually been wanting to play for a while now. And today we're going to be playing some Enlisted. If you've never heard of this game before guys, Enlisted is an MMO shooter for next gen consoles and PC, which we are using right now. The game is pitched as like an immersive World War II shooter with like tons of infantry combat. I believe you can actually get up to 100 players in a game. It also actually involves a lot of vehicles as well. I believe you can get aircraft and tanks. I think where you progress, there's like a progress bar, and which is, I believe, is called the campaign. And you progress through the game. You can unlock new vehicles and new weapons. And this is actually published by Gaijin Entertainment, who are, you know, incredibly known for War Thunder, which you see a lot on my channel. I've been playing Enlisted probably for like a week and a half now, and this game it's kind of like Call of Duty, Battlefield, and mixtures of like Hell Let Loose and stuff. What I mean by that is that it's kind of got like the open maps and stuff like how Battlefield has. It's got a little bit of realism in it, a little bit like what Hell Let Loose has. Plus, though, it's got the arcade kind of feeling to it, like Call of Duty has. It's kind of like all these kind of games mixed into one, which is pretty interesting. I'm only a lower level at the minute, as you saw when I was flicking through the progress bar there, but I'm really interested in probably progressing a little bit further in this game. I'm not too sure what the grind's like, but obviously if it's anything like War Thunder's grind, it's going to be an interesting, difficult grind. I know you can use like coins and stuff, which is like War Thunder, how like War Thunder has golden eagles. Well, I think Enlisted has its own kind of currency, where you can, you know, like boost your progress a little bit with these coins and stuff. From previous games, though, I have had like a couple of issues with it. Like some of the animations are sometimes a bit clunky, as you can see one of the German characters over there kind of fuzzing out a little bit, like stuck in a wall. It's not quite like, you know, your AAA game like Battlefield 5 if you compare it to that, but which is understandable because I think the game's actually still going through like a beta phase. And also I think some of the character models definitely do need some more work to them. Sometimes like movement as well, like running, going up ladders, and you have like, you know, like weird issues in that with it. So I definitely would love to see improvement on that. But every time I've logged on to Enlisted, there's always updates going on. So I'm pretty intrigued to see how that happens and how far they go into the game overall. The gameplay side though it's actually pretty fun. There's just like so much you can do. Like it's all like really fast paced, like arcadey, where Call of Duty and Battlefield kind of come in here, and there's just like a lot going on. It's just like capture certain objectives like conquest and all this kind of bits and pieces. And what else is pretty cool is that when you actually the game mode that I'm playing right now is called Squads, and when you deploy, you can give them like orders like to attack and defend points, and you can actually, I believe, switch between different characters as well, which is really awesome and strange for kind of like a game like this. As you can see here, I've just switched to another character there. I like how Gaijin's kind of like added that kind of feature into this game. I'm definitely looking forward to see how they improve stuff like that in the future as well, with more squad-based modes. I believe at the minute there's actually only 2 modes that you can play for online, which is Squads, which we were playing there, which is PvE and PvP, or there's just PvP, where it's called Lone Fighters, where you just play against other players. You don't have your AI team with you. There's also like the practice and the tutorial areas as well. This feature I find pretty awesome. This is basically, it's not like your regular Hell Let Loose, where you've got like your sword class, your medic class. You've actually got individual characters with their own names, which I find pretty awesome. And you can actually change their classes with rifles, and when you progress you get more gear and more bits and pieces just to play around with in the game. Everything in the game they say is authentic as well, so there are individual armies that can equip their individual weapons and grenades. They can only equip their Pacific tanks and stuff as well. For example, let's say we come across like an MP40 that's on the ground. I can actually pick that up and use it as an allied member, but you can't actually spawn in with that weapon. There's also like a couple of different environments that you can find yourself playing on Enlisted. So you've got your American army, you've got your Russian army, and you've got your German army. But I like how the Germans have got like the Eastern version of the German armies, where they're wearing like, you know, your camouflage white suit as a German, and then you've got like your Western armies that are facing the Allies, and they've got the particular authentic uniform that matches that kind of theatre of war. Now, like outside of the main gameplay itself, there's this kind of MMO element which I did mention at the start of the game. This is the meta game of Enlisted. Basically what it comes down to is that you have a particular like platoon that you can use. Now, I haven't actually played this game long enough to understand like all of the meta side of it, but there's just like all sorts you can do, and like I see here, we've got like achievements that you can do, a little bit like War Thunder. You've got like battle passes and achievements that you can to basically get new gear for your characters. Obviously get new tanks here. We've got Stuarts, we've got Shermans, which you get when you progress more in the game, which is pretty cool. But overall, I am really actually enjoying the game so far, and I'm looking forward to see how it progresses in the future. Like, I'm going to be looking at a lot of the developments of the game just to see how the game turns out as a whole. But yeah, guys, I would love to know your opinions on Enlisted. If you enjoy it, if you don't, why, if you think it needs improvements more. And I'm definitely really looking forward to probably doing more content on Enlisted in the future. But thank you so much everyone for coming along to today's video. I do have my Discord servers link in the description, so if you haven't already, you're more than welcome to come along and just have a chat and stuff. But thank you so much again, and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.